So the particular neighbor that I work with are international students, and most of them that I personally deal with are at NYU. They're our neighbor because they have come from different countries, and now they're here for a short time, of which they're actually, before they come, they're filled with excitement to come to America, particularly New York City, to study. In fact, statistics show that about 80% of international students, before they arrive, they're very excited. They're excited about what? Education, of course, but also to spend an evening in the home of an American. Sadly, statistics show that during their time here, more than 70% don't get that opportunity. So what winds up happening is they are just in their little ethnic enclave, and then their view of American society is not as positive. So if we can practice being a neighbor to them, just using our gift of hospitality, it can really go really far in meeting their felt needs, which we believe that when we meet felt needs, it points to a deeper need. I think I've always had a burden to help those who kind of look like us. But I think one thing that God's given me is the ability to see beyond what is merely visible. And so sometimes when I look at people, I tend to see or try to see what they're feeling and thinking versus what they're saying and trying to portray. And so in terms of international students, you can see once again they're excited to be here. But oftentimes there is this searching that they have, whether it's for friendship, whether it's for stability. Oftentimes they're very stressed with academics. And when we're able to see that and meet them there, it's really a way that then we can befriend and minister to them as a neighbor who cares for them ministers to one who is visiting.
What have you been learning through loving your neighbor?
Yeah, one thing that it's been very refreshing to see is that they crave certain things. Now, they won't verbally say it, but when you invite them to events, even though they're very busy, they try to make time to attend, especially when it's during seasons that they're used to celebrating. So Chinese New Year just passed, and we had a student in our Bible study. As we were walking back from lunch, she just made the comment that, oh, it's going to be Chinese New Year. It would be nice to make dumplings together. And because of that, I was able to invite her and her friends to a church's dumpling making party, intentionally for them to enjoy community and good food. And so we see that they want friendship. The other thing they're craving for is, who is Jesus? They perhaps have heard of who he is, but they don't know. And so we give them opportunities to discover God's word for themselves. And even in the midst of their busyness, they commit to come once a week so that we can read the Bible together in a group setting. So one of the things that's been extremely encouraging about the organization that I work with, International Students Incorporated, is that they're very apostolic in the way they approach ministry. Meaning, though they have needs, they look at the person, the minister, and are able to identify their giftings and burdens, and then to empower them really to carry out what God has laid on their hearts. So one of the things that International Students has done, my third month there, is that they invited me to become also a church mobilizer, because they realized, to me, partnering with the church is non-negotiable. In fact, it's the only entity that will last into eternity, and it's Jesus' bride. So every missions, I would even say every missions organization must have as a priority to walk with the church to advance the mission of the church. And so one of the things I've been doing is really trying to work with church leadership, pastors, elders, deacons, into exploring how we can cooperate together. So one thing that's very exciting about the partnership with Vision Church is that we are exploring how we can use our vocation as a platform to bless these international students who are coming. So one thing we're in the midst of preparing to launch next fall is a vocational mentorship where we can match our vocation with students who are aspiring to be in our field. So I would invite you to please pray for Melody and Brandon and for myself as we meet together to pray and to plan. And if you are interested, please let us know it so we can keep you informed and invite you to join us. So stay tuned.